Hi guys, Miss Leah here. We're running a little bit late today because we're having some issues getting the supplies we needed. So thank you guys so much for your patience. So today we are going to be focusing on biology. Is this week's theme for science, and biology is the study of living things, so like plants and animals and even people. So one thing that we can study in biology is the human body. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to make a model version of our lungs, which is what we use to breathe. And we're going to show you, with this model that we're going to make, how the lungs work. So what you're going to need for this experiment, you're going to need a bottle. You might need a little bit bigger one than mine, but we're going to see if this works. We're going to need some balloons. You're going to want some smaller balloons and a bigger balloon. You're going to need some straws. And you're going to need a rubber band. All right, so let's get started and see what we can do making these model lungs. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cut the bottom off of our bottle. You're probably going to want an adult to come in and help you with that because you're going to be using some scissors and it's a little hard to cut the bottle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut the bottom off. Use the bigger scissors. All right, so there's the bottom off of our bottle there. Drip water everywhere. So then what you're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to tie a knot in the bottom of this balloon like you would if you were going to inflate it. You're going to use the bigger balloon of the ones you have. Okay. Once you've got your knot in your balloon, go ahead and you're going to cut your balloon next too. Not too much, you just want to open up the top of it. So now we're going to take our open balloon and we're going to stretch it around our bottle. So unfortunately, we have run into a little problem, and that's something that happens in science sometimes too, is that my bottle's actually not strong enough for me to wrap the balloon around. So we can't quite make the experiment the way that they were doing it. But I still want to show you in a way that we can make a model lungs with some supplies so we can just, see how sometimes scientists will create models of things so that they can understand them without actually looking at them. While I don't have a bottle that's going to work, let's see if we can find another way to simulate how lungs look. So when we're thinking about lungs, what parts of a lung do we think about? Well, we think about, we've got the throat, which is where, or the trachea, which is where the air goes in and goes into the lungs. So let's see if we can simulate our trachea with some stretchy straws. So let's go ahead and take 2 stretchy straws and use our rubber band to attach them together. Okay. So we've got our trachea, and then what else do we think about when we're thinking about our lungs? Well, we think about our lungs, right? So we can go ahead and we can use balloons to simulate our lungs. Let's go ahead and grab some tape and just tape those right onto the straw. All right, so now we've kind of got what looks like maybe a little model of lungs. Now, if we blow into the straws like you would if you inhale, we can see what might happen to our lungs down here. You definitely saw that they kind of inflated a little bit, didn't you? So now, from looking at this model, we can kind of have an idea of what do our lungs look like and how do they do their jobs when the air comes in and air comes out. There are other ways you can make this model. There was the way that I was going to show you with the bottle that unfortunately my bottle just didn't work out. So I'm going to link a video to someone who actually managed to do this version in the caption here. So if you want to try this version of the lung model, you can go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys again so much for your patience with this one. We'll be back again next week with some more Weekly Science Spotlight. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Hi guys, Miss Leah here. I just wanted to give like a very quick update to tack on to the end of this video about our crystals, our rock candy crystals. So if you were here 2 weeks ago, we did a rock crystal experiment, and I didn't have a recording at the time of what it looked like at the end. So I just want to show you guys. Here is our crystal after 1 week of growth. And it's all sugar, so it's totally safe to eat. So you can go ahead and taste the fruit of your experiment. So, yep, that is definitely sugar. I hope you enjoy. I hope yours turned out. Again, you can always share them with us if you guys made your own. Just let us know. We'd love to see it. Thanks, guys.